She's in those
She's a backup singer.
She is,
She's
backup singer for Jay-Z in 2001.
Okay, but she ain't Beyonce. She ain't
of course
Rihanna.
not.
She has
She
been
ain't Aaliyah.
around.
Their lawyers contacted us to say that those claims were totally false and have no basis in fact, and we've therefore complied with the legal request to cut them from the original interview.
Okay, can I say one thing?
Yeah.
Two things can be true at once. Diddy could be an absolute dirtbag, guilty of everything.
Understandably, the internet's ablaze with claims about these events and whether other powerful figures were involved too. But, like the proverbial cries of fire in a crowded theatre, there are legal limits on us too. Shocking allegations levelled at Sean Diddy Combs have burst the floodgates on salacious claims about an industry many people believe harboured a monster.
Piers Morgan, known for his unfiltered interviews, just took down a bombshell video about Jay-Z and Beyoncé. Why? The power couple's lawyers stepped in, claiming the allegations were totally false. But is this really about truth? Or is it about who has the biggest legal muscle? The removal of Morgan's interview raises eyebrows, but it's just the latest chapter in a career built on pushing boundaries. How has Morgan's reputation for being uncensored both propelled him to fame and landed him in trouble? And what does his past reveal about his current clash with Jay-Z's legal team? Piers Morgan's journey in journalism has been marked by a relentless pursuit of controversy. From his early days as a tabloid editor to his current role as a provocative talk show host, Morgan has consistently pushed the envelope, often finding himself at the center of ethical dilemmas and legal threats. Morgan's career has been defined by his willingness to ask tough questions and tackle sensitive topics. This approach has earned him a loyal following and numerous high-profile interviews.
I have both. I have Jaguar Wright's accusations against Jay-Z and Beyonce, and then I have Piers Morgan
Go for it,
apologizing.
Rob. Yeah.
Well, last week I interviewed Jaguar Wright, a singer-songwriter who's made claims about Diddy for years.
She's in those
She's a backup singer.
She is,
She's
yeah.
not
Backup
the-
singer for
she's not
Jay-Z in
the-
2001.
Okay, but she ain't Beyonce. She ain't
of course
Rihanna.
not.
She has
She ain't
been
Aaliyah.
around.
How many victims?
There was none for her.
How many victims potentially do you think there could be? But, like the proverbial cries of fire in a crowded theatre, there are legal limits on us too.
He goes, talk about a gender difference. It's so interesting about Diddy. He goes, prior to 2005.
However, it has also led to significant backlash and legal challenges. The recent incident with Jay-Z's legal team is not an isolated event, but rather a continuation of a pattern that has characterized Morgan's professional life. Throughout his career, Morgan has faced numerous situations that foreshadowed his current predicament. His tenure as editor of the Daily Mirror, a British tabloid, was marked by controversy. He was eventually forced to resign after publishing fake photographs of British soldiers allegedly abusing Iraqi prisoners. This incident highlighted the thin line Morgan often walks between sensationalism and journalistic integrity. In recent years, Morgan's television career has been built on his reputation for being uncensored. His show, Piers Morgan Uncensored, has attracted viewers with its promise of unfiltered conversations and hard-hitting interviews. However, this format has also presented significant challenges when dealing with allegations that could be damaging to powerful figures. The uncensored nature of Morgan's show has been both a blessing and a curse. It has allowed him to host provocative conversations and tackle topics that other journalists might shy away from. However, it has also placed him in precarious situations, such as the recent interview with Jaguar Wright that led to the confrontation with Jay-Z's legal team. Morgan's approach to journalism has always been to push boundaries, but this latest incident raises questions about the limits of this strategy. As he stated, editing interviews is not something we do lightly at a show called Uncensored. This statement encapsulates the dilemma Morgan now faces: how to balance sensational content with legal safety. The clash between Piers Morgan and Jay-Z's legal team has pulled back the curtain on a hidden power struggle that shapes our media landscape. This incident isn't just about one controversial interview. It's a window into the complex world of celebrity influence and journalistic freedom.
And who knows? She's not credible or lie detector test or whatever.
Their lawyers contacted us to say that those claims were totally false and have no basis in fact, and we've therefore complied with the legal request to cut them from the original interview.
What if she's right? What if all these things that she's seen, because she was a dominatrix, she said she used to work at these parties and tie guys up and whip them.
Shocking allegations levelled at Sean Diddy Combs have burst the floodgates on salacious claims about an industry many people believe harboured a monster. Editing interviews is not something we do lightly at a show called Uncensored.
American Gangster, while that one guy comes out with the song Heart of the City.
As powerful figures and their lawyers flex their muscles, the line between protecting reputations and controlling narratives blurs. What's really at stake when stars can dictate the content we consume? Celebrity legal teams wield significant influence over media narratives, often leading to the retraction of controversial content. In Morgan's case, Jay-Z's lawyers didn't just issue a polite request, they demanded action. The ultimatum was clear. Remove that false accusation, or a court is going to order you to. This aggressive approach showcases the tactics used by high-profile figures to control their public image. The impact of these legal maneuvers extends far beyond individual cases. They create a chilling effect on journalism, potentially silencing important voices and stories. As one panelist discussing Morgan's situation pointed out, there's a delicate balance between airing controversial claims and risking defamation. This tension sits at the heart of modern journalism, especially when dealing with powerful celebrities. Morgan's decision to remove the video sparked intense debate. Some argued it was a necessary step to avoid legal consequences, while others saw it as a capitulation to celebrity pressure. The panel's discussion highlighted the complex ethical considerations journalists face when presented with unverified claims. Should potentially damaging allegations be aired in the name of public interest or suppressed until they can be thoroughly verified? This incident raises important questions about accountability in journalism. When faced with legal threats, how can reporters maintain their integrity while also protecting themselves? Morgan's comparison to cries of fire in a crowded theater illustrates the potential harm of spreading unverified information.
I've talked to hundreds that I deal with still myself. I have 3 victims right now.
Okay, can I say one thing?
Yeah.
2 things can be true at once. Diddy could be an absolute dirtbag, guilty of everything. It was actually 50-50, these allegations that kept coming in, men and women. 50% men, 50% women.
What do you think happened with Kim
Keeping
Porter?
people against their will.
Those claims had already received a lot of attention in the media across many platforms for many years, and that's the thing about platforms.
However, it also begs the question, who decides what constitutes a false alarm in the realm of celebrity misconduct? The power dynamic between celebrities, their legal teams, and the media has far-reaching implications for free speech. When stars can effectively silence unfavorable coverage, it creates an uneven playing field in public discourse. This imbalance becomes particularly concerning when dealing with serious allegations, as it can potentially shield powerful figures from scrutiny. The balance between protection and information becomes even more precarious when insiders start talking. Jaguar Wright's explosive allegations against Diddy have rocked the foundation of the music industry. But as her claims gain traction, a troubling question emerges. How do we navigate the murky waters of serious accusations when evidence is scarce and memories are unreliable? Jaguar Wright, a singer-songwriter with deep connections in the music industry, has become the center of a storm that threatens to engulf some of hip-hop's biggest names. Her allegations against Diddy are not just scandalous, they're potentially career-ending. Wright claims to have witnessed disturbing behavior at industry parties, including serious allegations of sexual misconduct. What makes Wright's claims so compelling is her insider status and the specificity of her accusations. She's not just making vague statements, she's presenting a narrative that paints a disturbing picture of power and abuse in the music industry. Wright has even stated, "I have 3 victims right now who are willing to give testimony about not only what Mr. Carter has done to them, but his wife as well." The statistics surrounding allegations against Diddy add another layer of intrigue to Wright's claims. Prior to 2005, accusations were reportedly split evenly between male and female accusers. However, post-2005, there was a dramatic shift, with 90% of allegations coming from male accusers. This change raises questions about the nature of the claims and the potential reasons behind this significant shift. Despite the compelling nature of Wright's allegations, verifying them presents a significant challenge. The claims often involve private experiences and memories, which typically lack tangible evidence.
Understandably, the internet's ablaze with claims about these events and whether other powerful figures were involved too.
Okay, I don't know where parties you're at with that.
No,
baby.
not parties, but she's been in front of the camera for a while.
Never.
The reality of the modern world is that pretty much everyone has a platform as long as they have something to say that other people want to hear.
So she's utilizing this 15 minutes of fame, and there she is right there. But also, Jaguar Wright could be looking for her 15 minutes of fame.
This puts journalists in a difficult position. They must balance the public's right to know with the responsibility to avoid spreading potentially damaging false information. The ethical dilemma facing journalists in cases like this is profound. As one commentator noted, "Believe it or not, people like her actually can hurt real people that actually went through real things." This statement highlights the potential harm that can come from airing unverified allegations, even if they turn out to be true. The consequences of these high-profile accusations can be severe for both the accuser and the accused. For the accuser, coming forward with such claims can lead to public scrutiny, legal challenges, and potential damage to their own reputation and career. For the accused, even if the allegations are later proven false, the court of public opinion can be unforgiving. Reputations built over decades can be shattered in an instant. In the age of social media and instant news, these allegations spread like wildfire, often outpacing the ability to verify or debunk them. This rapid dissemination of information puts additional pressure on journalists and media outlets to make quick decisions about what to publish or broadcast. The case of Jaguar Wright and her allegations against Diddy serves as a stark reminder of the complexities involved in reporting on high-profile accusations. It forces us to confront difficult questions about the nature of truth, the responsibility of the media, and the power dynamics at play in the entertainment industry. The removal of Morgan's controversial interview with Jaguar Wright has ignited a fierce debate about journalistic freedom and celebrity power. This incident highlights the delicate balance journalists must strike between reporting sensational claims and avoiding legal repercussions. Morgan's decision to take down the video raises questions about the future of uncensored journalism in an era where powerful figures can easily silence dissenting voices. The situation underscores a broader issue of media responsibility. Journalists now face the challenge of navigating the fine line between public interest and potential defamation. As one commentator noted, "How will this incident shape the future of journalism, particularly in balancing free speech with the risk of legal action from powerful individuals? The answer to this question remains uncertain, but it's clear that the landscape of media and celebrity accountability